2021. I'm going to start that over. It's October 28th, 2021, our step up meeting. And I loved how last week went with all the questions and answers and stuff, right, guys? I thought that was very helpful to a lot of people and a lot of new people as well. I want to continue that, but I'm going to start off. Well, first of all, thank you guys for the wine and dines. You guys are unbelievable. That was awesome. Without your help, I don't know how that would have gone. But with that said, you guys know who you are, right? Everybody that helped out was just amazing. And thanks those who were just there for support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now
you left your mark, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
You left your mark.
Set the bar. Set the bar high.
More than one of us did, so that is even better. So okay, so I've been talking to some people this week, and I wanted to clarify a few things, right? So this Cash Network Direct for me is awesome. I was talking to Robert today. I was talking to Irene today. Talked to Julie today, and a couple other people. And you know, things come and go. Like we're not. Sephoria is a great platform. We love it, but I don't know if we've missed out on those opportunities. Whatever it is, that's fine. Okay, but we got Cash Network Direct, and we've got lots of cool things in there for our kiosk stuff. And so talking about our holiday pages, guys, the questions I keep getting are, are they permanent? Are they just for the holidays? Do I put them on the menu? Do I just leave them out in cyberspace? Right. And I wanted to talk about this with everybody today because it's kind of a personal decision. And I wanted to clarify that because what I started thinking is that, and I was talking to everybody today, it's like, so we have holidays all the time now. It's just not Christmas. It's just not Thanksgiving. It's just not this, that, it's birthdays, it's whatever. Okay. So when we think about it that way, I want to make my page, the page that I'm making is my 5 favorite gifts. Okay. It's not going to be my 5 favorite gifts in 2021 because that defines me in 2021. Okay. But if I say like something like my 5 favorite gifts or my 5 top gifts or something to that effect, then I can go in there and I can edit that page anytime I want, right? I'm not changing the key phrases. I'm not changing any of that stuff. I'm just changing the actual gifts that or actual things that I'm showing people. Okay. So I know everybody's trying to make a page like this, right? And if you're not, you should be. But what I really wanted to get everybody's attention on and your opinion on is what do I do with that page? Well, I think it should, in my mind, I think it should be on our menu all the time. That's what I think, right? I think we should market to it all the time. I think that we can change. I mean, let's say we put in the QB54, which Kathy is really excited about, right? I'm excited about it. What happens if that company goes out of business? Well, we just plug another offer in there, okay? And we change that page, but it's still there, okay? Our key phrase is 5 favorite gifts or 5 top gifts or whatever. Whatever we decide we want that to be, and then because we want to be generic on that area, and then as offers come and go, we can just change them. So when what I was thinking about today is that I think Julie and I talked about this, is that, so should I leave that on my menu, or should I just put it on seasonally, or what should I do? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking, why shouldn't that be on our menu all the time, right? And because we can change the offers that come, right? If something goes, we just plug something in. Lori says that all the time, right? So that can just, and that's what the internet is, guys. Remember, the internet is always changing, right? I mean, it's inevitably changing. It's always changing. One thing comes, one thing goes, this, that, the other. So we got to think about that as marketers is okay. So what makes the most sense for a page that if something goes wrong, that we just put something else in, right? So I wanted to just kind of open up the discussion here. Anybody that has some questions, or anybody that's thinking, how do I make my page? What should I do? And just answer those questions. But that's what I personally think, and that's what I'm actually working on right now. I'm going to work on it tomorrow. Is my page is just going to be my 5 favorite gifts. I'm not going to say for the holidays. I'm just going to say my favorite gifts, my top favorite gifts, excuse me, my 5 top favorite gifts. And then I'm just going to list what I think, what I like, right? It could be 10 favorite gifts. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I know everybody's got some, I hope, I don't know if anybody does.
Do I have?
I think you probably will. So Kim was raising her hand.
Can you believe I'm being polite? Thinking that there's a way to do it without like rocking the boat totally, in that you can still have it on your post, like on your main landing page, right? You can still have that page be on there, whether it's on the menu per se or not, and you can still advertise to that and advertise to that page or to the landing page, or whichever way you want to do it, and have that 5 top gifts always be on your post all year long. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be on the menu to be always there and always to take you to another place. It can still always be there, and you can still always be advertising to it. Because when you advertise to it, it's going to take you right to there, right? Or am I understanding that incorrectly?
Right. No, I think you're right, but I would like to have it on my
menu. If you have
menu.
Google AdSense, it doesn't matter. But if you don't have Google AdSense, it does matter.
I would
Right.
like to have it on my menu. I'm just not sure where. I agree with Pete in that. I'm just not sure where to put it. What category to put it in. I know I can just leave it out there in cyberspace, and that'll work too, but I would like
It
to
can be
have
on
it in my
any
menu.
category page.
Create your own menu. You can actually create your own menu item for your holidays. You don't have to put it under any specific category. You could do it just like we had the disclosures menu item. Just
Uh-huh.
create one for your holidays or seasons gifts. And that's another way to word it. Instead of top gifts for the holidays, you can name it top gifts for the seasons, or top seasonal gifts or something like that. That's another way to word it. But you could actually have a menu the item that says top seasonal gifts and just alphabetize it.
Or
That's
just
a thought.
top gifts.
I'm going to put in my menu, I'm going to put a category page for, and I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's going to be a category page for gifts. Okay.
Right.
And I'm going to put that in my menu tomorrow. And I apologize. I was on the phone all day today, guys. I tried to get to this, but I couldn't. But I still want to have this discussion, because we can put category pages where we want, right? We're not bound by just what we have. We can add category pages, and we can add offer pages at will. And that's the beauty of this system, is that we're not, yes, there are rules and there's systems and everything else, but remember that I think that I want on my menu a category page that actually just talks about my 5 favorite gifts or whatever I decide it's going to be, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And Penny has a question. She's got her
It's
hand up.
our business. I mean, we're the ones paying for everything. So think about it like that. I mean, if you want to put something on your category, do it. I mean, nobody can say otherwise.
Correct.
Right.
I mean,
That's right.
You paid for that right.
Yeah, if you want if in your menu column itself, if you want seasonal gifts or 5 gifts, 5 favorite gifts as a menu item in your menu, you can put it there. Now, Penny has her hand up, so why don't we see what Penny has to say? Penny, you want to go ahead and go ahead?
Yeah. Thank you. I had another question, but relevant to what you guys are just now discussing. It just was, I was sitting here listening and thinking, it's like, why not just put a menu category in there that's called gifts for all occasions? And then on
Love
the
it.
category page,
That's
you can list,
perfect.
you know, my favorite gifts, best gifts for Christmas, you know, gifts for different, whatever the occasions are. But I mean, you've got a whole category right there.
That's
Gifts for all
perfect.
occasions.
That's exactly right. That's perfect.
But
I'm
actually,
actually
the question-
I'm
The
sorry.
question that I'd had though was, you were talking about how when Rory says, you know, when we lose an offer, you don't want to trash that page because you don't want to lose the traffic. You just change it to something else. Okay, so what is it about that page that keeps the traffic? Is it the keyword? Is it keywords? Is it the title?
It's the spiders that have already spidered. It's the spiders that have already spidered that page in the Google algorithms. What happens is when you create a page and Google spiders your site, it sees that new page. The longer that page is there, the better it ranks.
Okay,
So
but
if
what is
you
it?
remove that
what is it the
page-
spiders, what is it the spiders are ranking? Are they ranking the keywords that you're using? Are they ranking the title that you're using? Because my
They're
thought is
ranking
if
all of it.
I'm
All
gonna-
of it.
All
if
of
I'm
it.
gonna change it out, what can I change without losing traffic? Or what do I have to leave the same?
You're going
Y'all
to
got me
change
tickled
your
talking about
keywords
spiders.
and
I'm
you're
thinking
going
of
to,
spiders. I got spiders crawling all over me now. Quit talking about spiders.
well, that's what they are.
It does, it looks at all of it. So you never really want to change the title of your page. You never really want to, the core of your page. What Rory talks about us doing is us going in and changing the offers, that we keep we keep everything generic. That's why very rare exception do we advertise the brand name of the product. Everything's really generic, and we try to slide in, like if we have a sports offer, we switch, it goes away, we slide in another sports offer where that one is, because we've written about sports, so it makes sense to slide in another sports offer to take its place,
Right.
because our wording doesn't change, and
Well, I
that
was-
way everything kind of stays the same.
I was just
Um,
thinking like something like the QB54, if that went away, that'd be pretty tough to rewrite that, you know, or slip something else in there without completely rewriting that. I mean, I just don't
You'd
know how
have
you
to
could even
pick
use that
another
page.
sports item. You'd
it
have-
would-
Yeah, I know, but you'd have to rewrite the page. That's what I'm saying. So
right.
what parts of it are critical and what parts of it can you change out and not
No, you
lose your
rewrite
What's
traffic?
the
critical
page,
is the
so you
focus
rewrite
key,
it a
is
little
the
bit.
keyword, your focus key, your keyword, your metadata, your focus keyword, and your
Okay.
slug.
So that's why when we're writing articles, we try to stay away from, like, if we're doing Curse Cosmetics, our key phrase isn't Curse Cosmetics, right? It's Cool
Us.
Cosmetics or something to that effect. Okay. So when a new offer comes in, when that one goes away and a new one comes in, our key phrases are all about cosmetics, and our title is all about mine's Crazy Cool Cosmetics. I don't know if I like it, but it's Crazy Cool Cosmetics. That's my key phrase. But if they go away and something comes in, I can just plug that in there and change the entire article, but still not lose the traffic or the Google
Search
algorithm
ranking.
rankings that I've had. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that makes sense to everybody.
That's
That's what
why
I'm
we
saying.
don't even with Wine Ambassador, we don't even use Wine Ambassador as a key phrase.
Fine
We use
wine.
our
Right.
wine club or this wine club or, some blah, 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 fine wines and, whatever. Because guess what? If we all remember in the old days, just unplug and
Olden times.
replug. So, you take
Yep.
out DC, you put in WA. There we
Yep.
go. There you go. Right, Peter? There
Does
you
that
go.
make sense, Penny?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, and you'll hear Rory say, I don't want to get specific on the exact offer. I just want to make sure that the key phrase makes sense. Okay. And then if something happens, we just plug something else in. It's, and with our the article I'm talking about with the 5 best whatever gifts, that's why I want it to be generic at the top and the key phrase to be a little bit generic, is because if something happens, we just take that out and put something else in. Google likes that. The internet likes that. The internet is just a moving, ongoing thing, right?
Yeah.
They expect us to actually change and add words and add different
Refresh.
Right.
and different things. But what they don't like is if we change the entire title and the key phrase and the meta description, right?
Right.
That's
And-
what they don't like. And that's what
Speaking
I
of-
wanted to get to today. I know that's a roundabout way what I'm doing, but that's what I wanted to get to. Is that
One
we
more,
gotta-
one more question, if I could.
Sure.
Speaking of key phrases, reminded me of that question I asked you a while back that I still don't know what to do about. Where I get this error message on my page that says, quotes, link key phrase. You're linking to another page with the words you want this page to rank for. Don't do that.
Okay,
Does
that
anybody
is,
here know what that's about?
yes. Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm glad you asked that here. Because Sharon's online.
Okay. Basically what that means is that your key phrase is similar to, you've either written another page that has part of that key phrase in it. You'll get that a lot with the fine wines and the wine clubs and different things because we have the word wine in everything. So you'll get that a lot when you go for your key phrase and it'll go, hey, you're linking to another page with a similar thing. That one is not one you have to worry about so much. Okay.
Okay.
Because it's literally just saying, hey, your key phrase focus is not completely original. You're linking, it's similar to something else you've already done.
Competing with yourself is
Yeah.
what it's saying.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
competing with yourself. But again, if you've written multiple wine pages, you've written multiple brain pages, you've
Gonna
written
compete.
multiple, you're going
You're
to
bound
be,
to do it.
you're bound
Yeah.
to do it. There's no way.
Okay.
If that's the only error you've got, forget about it and go on.
Yep. All right.
Well, I'm still green and green, but that comes up and I know there'd been a discussion about it in one class I sat in some time back and I couldn't remember the details anymore.
Yeah,
I was
that,
told not to worry about it also.
yeah,
the
it's
time.
Okay.
it's
Yep.
literally you're competing against yourself for ranking in Google. That is what you're
Okay.
doing. You're competing against
Great.
yourself.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
think about that when we talked about it, but that's why Sharon's here. Because she can tell us what's going on,
Yep,
right?
okay. All right, Kathy Ashby.
Sharon knows everything.
Thank you. Yes, I've got a sharing question. Okay. For people that don't have Google AdSense yet,
Mhm.
which I have to admit, is- I
Sorry,
are
Julie,
one.
I don't either. Don't feel bad.
The adding a menu item, one of the things I picked up from Rory is that the names of our category pages need to be very generic to get Google AdSense. Like you know what, do you see where I'm going with this, Peter? I didn't think you did. Okay.
I do.
Okay, good. Because help me
Okay.
explain it, Sharon. My brain's not functioning right now.
Neither's mine, so we're in good company. Okay. No, what you're talking about is you can't drill down. You can't say the top your menu and your category cannot be the top 5 best gifts of all times. That is too drilled down. You can do gifts for all occasions as your category in your menu.
Okay.
Because That would be a generic. Okay. Your menu items on your category where, you know, we have, because where we have fine wines and cooking and health and all that, those are broad generic categories. That is what you want to have for your menu items. And when
Okay.
you're putting it in there, it needs to be alphabetized. Everything is alphabetized all the way down. Okay. But like John and I have some that we put in before we had Google AdSense, because you can do your own before Google AdSense, but it has to be broad. It has to be, because ours is discovering the great outdoors. It's a broad area. And then on our menu is when we narrow it down into the different areas where we do, you know, where our trips are that we go when we're discovering the great outdoors. And that's where you want to put, you want it broad for the main menu item, and then you narrow it down with your pages.
Okay.
Okay. That's how you approach the menu. Okay. You keep it broad for the first one for your main category, and then for your pages is where you narrow it down.
Sorry.
Did I answer it for you, Kathy?
You did. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, Sherry.
Okay, well, let's see. I did want to ask one specific question, but before I get into that, I guess I wanted to say I had heard too, Sharon, that they needed to be very broad. Now, I went ahead and did something. I don't have Google AdSense yet. I went ahead and made an extra category, and I may have to take it off before I apply to Google AdSense, but it is biohacking. And I knew we would have enough products in Bella Vita to fill that out. But again, it's not that broad. So you think I'll need to take that out of there before I apply for Google?
No, I
No.
don't think, no, I don't think you would have to.
Okay.
If I would do anything, I would make it a subcategory of your health and fitness.
Yeah, the only problem is I've got so many in there. There was so many in there, and I thought this solves that problem. It makes another category, and there's not just 10 or 12 in there.
Right.
Even though we're cutting back on Valentis, you know, and advertising that, but I get your point.
But biohacking is a broad enough category. But if you get pushback from Google, then I would just bring it under your health and fitness.
Absolutely.
That
I don't
would be what
think
I would
she'll
do with
get,
it.
you won't get pushback from
I
Google
don't
for
think,
that.
I
You
don't
won't.
think she
You
will.
never
just-
know. You never
No,
know.
you
And
won't.
I'm
You won't.
flexible enough that I won't have any problem doing that.
I've read all of Google's regulations. You won't.
Yeah.
Here's
He
the other
does.
thing I do want to bring up with that too, is I actually like that as a category page, because there's so much we can write about biohacking
Yep.
that not, that doesn't even have to do with Bella Vita, right? So we can go, I mean, you could write 1,000 words on biohacking and only hit on our top 3 things, and the other ones are just about information. So I agree with John that's a great, I think it's a great category page. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
The thing about this,
That
if we're
menu
not
item
doing our
itself,
number 2
yeah.
anchor, we're not putting our number 2 anchor, and we're not using their brand, right? We're using
Right.
biohacking in a generic term.
Right.
We ain't supposed to use anybody's in, and we're not using Wine Ambassador, our number 1 anchor,
Right.
in the name brand. That just tells you what the other stuff needs to be like, right? And as much
Exactly.
as I love the new wine accessories thing, because y'all know I'm about going crazy over that stuff, all the wine pours and the
I want bling.
Decanters and
Brain
all.
fart.
Had bling. I
stuff.
want to get bling. I'm
huh?
not gonna rest till I have bling.
You don't have brain yet?
No
Bling.
bling
The
on my
bling.
glass. You know, he had something on his
Oh,
glass.
bling.
Yeah,
Well,
bling.
do like Peter, do bling, make your own bling with a fish thing. That's what do, you know, just find something you can make your own. I have a kitty cat bling. I've got a little kitty cat goes meow meow. You squeeze it, it goes meow meow.
Sherry, I got plenty of fish things. I'll send you one.
That was very creative of
Peter's
Peter.
showing
I mean
off.
to tell you,
He's
for
showing
last
off.
night, I thought that was I was
Sherry.
impressed.
I've got hundreds of those bling like Peter's got. I'll send you one.
Okay, send me one. It's a big old
I
fish,
mean, you
huh?
got to admit now, that was pretty creative of him, wasn't it? I gotta admit, even Rory was shocked. I think Rory about fell out of his chair when he saw it.
That's an actual fishing lure. That's a
Yeah.
fishing lure.
I've got a bunch of them. I'll send her one.
Trust me, he's got them. He's
But,
got them. You won't miss them.
I don't know if this new, now Peter, you might could say more to this subject, but I don't know if this new wine opener, accessories, aerator type thing, if it is our company or if it's just an additional thing or what it is, because I've kind of seen both. I kind of heard both things. There was a part of it that made me think that it was affiliated totally with us because it's going to have our wine bottles on the pictures and stuff. But I don't know. I can't swear to any of that stuff. But either way, there's some cool products and those are going to sell and we can sell those easy for Christmas and they're not bad priced at all. And the shipping's only $9.95. I don't care how much money you got going out. You can order $200 worth. It's still only $9.95 now. Did y'all notice the prices changed and the shipping changed?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did because
Yeah.
I was looking to buy it and I never snapped the trigger right away. I wait to see what happens and yeah, price went up a little bit, but the shipping went down a whole lot. So
I don't know for sure, but I just kind of have this feeling that Rory and Tanya want to buy that.
yeah, I got a feeling they did too. Yeah.
I think
I
they
think
want to,
so.
I
I
think
got
they
that
want to
feeling.
purchase that company.
Yeah.
Because it just goes well, it goes perfectly with WA, right? And it has everything in there. And so I really think they are trying to purchase it. I don't know. It's just my personal feeling. And I wish I knew all the answers, but I don't. So
We just assume you do, Peter. You try to act like you don't
'cause
know
I'm the
anything,
smartest
but
man
we
in the
assume you
world.
know more than you let on.
Exactly. But Ain't
that right, James?
But it would make sense for me. It makes sense if they actually purchase that because it goes very well with what we're doing. So I don't know. They don't want that to go away. That's my whole point, right?
By the way, a very inexpensive thing that you can get from them is that, remember I've showed y'all on the Wine and Dine before, the little thing with the little, they've got two different ones with the little just pointy thing to open your wine, the pressure opener. They've got two different ones. One is like a little, I had to look really close at it, but it's got a little baby corkscrew. It was $7.50 and $8.50, but now it's like $10.99 and $11.99 or something. But either way, it's still a great buy, and it does not mess your corks up, and it's great. So either one of those two are a great buy to try out one of their products. So just in case, even if you get one of the other ones, get that too, because you'll appreciate it for your older wines and stuff. So that's just Kim's little tidbit. Now I'll be quiet now.
You sure?
No.
Don't hold her to that one, okay?
Yeah, I didn't say I promise. Did I ever say I promise? No, I never say that in promise.
Fingers were crossed behind her back,
Square.
guys.
Something was crossed, yeah.
I got them all crossed all over the place. I got them.
She's got her legs crossed too.
And my toes and my ears, my nose
Okay.
hairs, and everything's crossed.
All right. Does anyone have any more questions about the advertising or the holiday page or how to whether or not to do the post? Because I'm in agreement with Kim about the post. I always do a holiday post. And in fact, like today is National First Responders Day. Literally every day of the calendar, there is a holiday. What Peter was saying earlier, every day of the year, there is 2021 and beyond, there is a national day of. Today just happens to be National First Responders Day. So there's always something, and you can always do an angle. But yeah, I do a holiday post, and I leave it up there for the last 3 months. I got to get it up there, and I advertise. So I'll have a post and I'll have a page. I like the category. I'll put it up on the menu because literally there is, and I'll advertise to it, and I'll pick at least one day a month that I'll go through because I have a little printout that I have that tells me what holidays there are worldwide every day of the year. And I'll pick at least one a month and I'll advertise that one specifically towards that one and drive them to my page, whether they see the post and they click there, whether they see the category page and go there. Because as Rory says, we need to, move them around our site, get more clicks. I
Good info.
don't see any hands. Anybody else?
No, I don't see any hands here.
There's no hands.
Wow.
Nope,
All
that
right.
means We're,
For
we're
once.
done.
Oh my God, it got silent.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
That never happens.
I didn't send out any meetings to any messages to any of my people till right at the last minute. I've been kind of incognito today. But not with y'all. I'm always like, blah, with y'all.
Well, we're glad you feel comfortable with us, Kim.
I do,
Glad to have
obviously. Right,
Obvious.
Irene? Yeah.
Okay, so if we don't have any other questions, I just really want to emphasize that you guys, I mean, I don't have the secret sauce on what to do, but what I'm thinking in my head is that I want a gift page on my menu all year long, just like Sharon said. There's a holiday for everything now, right? Somebody's celebrating something. And so I want my page and my focus key phrases to kind of say, I don't even want to define that it's my top 5. I just want to say best gifts that I've found, something to that
Or,
effect.
like Penny said, gifts for all occasions.
Gifts for, yes, Penny, that was awesome,
I
right?
mean, I think
That
that's
was
perfect.
that was a pretty good title.
That's amazing, right? And so as we go, I mean, we could add 20, 30, 10, 15, we could back it up. We could, whatever we want to do, right? And that could be there the entire time. And we can just keep marketing to that every single month. When it's October, then we put on, whatever the Halloween gifts.
Oktoberfest, Halloween.
Right.
and all that.
And just recycle it, recycle. It's awesome. I love it. So that's what I wanted to kind of bring up with everybody, because I got that from a lot of different people this week. And if you guys decide it's in cyberspace, that's fine too. Don't worry about it, because if you advertise it and they pull it up, they see your entire site, right?
Right.
So that's not the biggest issue. But I'm gonna put that on my menu. I'm gonna put something on my menu. I'm gonna make a whole category page for gifts. Done. I think it's easy. And the other reason I bring that up is because when you are doing your ads, they have gifts and novelties, right? There's a category for gifts and novelties when you do your ads, right? So why aren't we
Our whole thing
doing,
is a gift and novelty.
what's that?
Our whole PBS is a gift and novelty. I mean, really, our whole PBS is a gift and novelty.
Let's
You know.
celebrate it. Let's celebrate it.
I mean,
Let's embrace
we're
it.
definitely
Embrace
not
it. Here's-
pigeonholed
here's-
into one thing.
Here's Kim's favorite thing to do. Big hugs. Yeah, embrace it. Embrace it. Let's deal with
But
it.
like
I
this,
love
this
it.
how you do it. You gotta do it like this, Peter. Like
Yeah, I
There
don't
you
know
go.
about that.
Well, that gives ideas anyway, because I already put one on mine. I did it occasions, holidays plus.
Nice.
And
Well,
so
what's it
I'm
again?
trying to get ideas to put into that. So this is good.
Yeah, it is. It sort of tells us we can do what we want as long as we keep it broad. And, and if you already have Google AdSense, you don't have to worry about it, really.
Right, then you just ask forgiveness instead of permission,
Exactly.
Isn't that what Roy says all the time? Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
I think that's called the Catholic method.
Oh,
It's easier to get
I was
forgiveness than
raised that
permission.
way. I'm not necessarily that way now, but I was raised that way.
You know, the other thing is that I want people to expand their, their thought process of how they're building their business, right? If you're comfortable about writing, about gifts or even like crafts or something to that effect, right? I mean, that's what we need to be putting in there because that's what you get excited about. Excuse me. And so if you're excited about it, it seems to me that that's gonna transfer when you do your like your ads, right? Because you write better ad titles, you write better things in the description, and it just seems to me that that's going to get more attraction and more traffic. I don't know. That's just the way I think. So
I think that's true, definitely.
I agree with you too, Peter.
comes across, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, if I
So-
do that, I'll be doing too much advertising for companies that ain't giving us nothing because I'll be writing like about Petco and how good they took care of me when I had an issue with PayPal and this and that and the other. And the store manager went way out of his way and everybody did this and da da da. And see, now I'm giving them advertising. I don't want to give them advertising. I want to give us advertising. So,
Well, see, Kim, when you do
Yeah.
that, then you tie in at the last paragraph or at some point in there, you toss in something that we're selling, that we're advertising. You not only talk about Petco, you talk about some products that we're doing or
Off
about
market.
you cross market.
yeah, because they really did. I mean, they took care of me a few weeks ago, like way out of control. Took care of me like customer service is supposed to be, like old school customer service. Seriously, I mean,
And-
way out of left field took care of me.
And then you
And,
go, I haven't had that kind of customer service since the last time I dealt with customer service at our amazing wine club. Ah,
Yeah.
or you cross market it. You go, or I haven't felt that much a part of a family since I dealt with tipping circle.
Sharon at Triple R 247.
But hey, the whole idea is you make it relatable and again we're going to be doing the chat. We're supposed to be pushing the chat. We're going back into tipping circle. We're going we're doing the Velavita in the brain and how much that helps and builds a better us. You can even use that. There are people who use the brain for their animals that they've given it to your pets. There's a tie-in for the pet product. It's all about cross marketing. You can talk about the things you're passionate about. You can talk about your trips outdoors and the different things that you do. John and I have several things that we're working on for our page, and in every single one of them, I will be cross marketing either direct something from our direct cash app or one of our two big main ones. Because
And that's what attracts people, that sort of that, like what you like, if you're into arts and crafts, if you're into animals or whatever, they're going to go ahead and click on your site before they will someone else's because you're putting your personality and things in it.
And Google loves those things because they're more informational content than sales. Yes, there'll be a line or two that's your cross market, but for the most part, you're telling people about the wonderful experience that you've had. You're telling people about how they can do this and how they can do that, or where you've gone to do that. If you're doing a travel, you're posting pictures, you're showing information, and Google loves that. And those stories will rank, and those stories will get clicks because people love that kind of thing. And then your little cross market that gets them clicked over to your other pages for more information. Those will get you ranked up higher. Those pages will draw it in. Those will get you your Google. If you've got Google AdSense, that will get you a higher payday in your little 401k, which is what I like to call it, because it increases over time like your 401k does. And it's all circular. it just keeps going and building and building. So, be excited, write about what you love, market what we've got on the buggy, and just have fun with it.
Fine.
I'm done.
Sorry, my cats are going a little.
Exactly, guys. And I love what Sharon said. And I try to tell everybody when they come in is write about what you like. Let's find something that you really are passionate about. And then that will get you excited to write about it. If we have to find an affiliate program that works with it, we can do that, right? They probably, I don't know how they pay, that's not up to us, but at least you're writing about something that we like. And even if it's not an affiliate program, it makes sense because Google likes information. That's what the whole internet was set up to do, was just be informational, right? So if we have information going back, you can have a page that you don't sell anything on. Google loves it. I love it. Everybody loves it, right? It can bring traffic to your website without even trying to sell anything. Matter of fact, when we talk about Facebook and Instagram, I mean, no one wants to put on Facebook and Instagram that, hey, look what I'm selling. I'm selling this. This is, this is me. I'm selling this, right? No one really likes to do that very much, right? Of course, the whole world works on selling, so I don't know why we're afraid of that. But when you do that and say, hey, look at the information, then you take them to your website, and then they have the choice to click around and figure out if they do want to buy something, right? So we got to think about that direction as well. You write an article on something and you're not trying to sell something, someone clicks on it, they go to your website, oh shoot, I like the water machine, let me buy that. Okay, indirectly you just sold something. It just makes perfect sense to me. And so I think Sharon, she's right on with just information. That may be more powerful than saying, hey, take a look at what I'm trying to sell, right, guys? I think so. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out myself. So any questions? We've got 10 minutes.
I just want to ask I don't remember what questions there were last week because I didn't write them down, but I wondered if you got any answers to some of the questions that you had to, research or talk to Roy about or something like that. No,
I have
okay.
not. I have not. I have not.
Okay.
I'm hoping to talk to him before he leaves for Mexico. So
Yeah, when is that?
I think he leaves on the 2nd, if I'm
Oh,
not.
okay, Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, I think he leaves Tuesday. So I'm hoping to talk to him before Tuesday. So yeah, and believe me, there's a lot of questions I have, and I have a whole list. So we'll try to figure that out. Anyway.
And Kathy offered to get everybody t-shirts for the Braves last night if they still want to give her their size and name. I don't know if you all remember that or not. I'm not a sports person, so thank you, Kathy. But is that offer still good, Kath?
Sorry, I was talking, but I was muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother-in-law owns a company that they print t-shirts, and he's got an order from a company in Atlanta. If they had won the first 2 games, they would have started printing after the game last night, but they've got an order for 10,000 shirts. And so it's going to take a long time to print 10,000 shirts. They've got, I can't remember how the guys got it laid out for if they win tomorrow. I think they're going to have to get started and then go from there. But I can probably sneak us some shirts out if anybody wants me to send them one. Just let me know. I know Kim does. Peter, you want a shirt? What size you wear?
I'll take one.
XL.
XL? Okay, what about you, Sharon?
XL too. I like them big and baggy.
I'll
Okay.
take one.
Hey,
And
Right. John,
Kim,
what-
what size are you? You got to unmute.
I like extra large in a shirt because they might shrink or whatever. So
okay. John, what size are you?
2XL.
Okay.
And just
Pete-
an XL for me.
Okay, James, gotcha. Y'all have to get me your addresses and stuff. I'll ship them to you when I get them.
Robert here, XL, please.
Okay.
How about you, Denise? You want one?
Sure, I'm a medium.
Okie dokie. All right.
So did you get
Thank
that,
you,
Kathy?
Kathy.
I got
Thank
it.
you,
I got
Kathy.
Peter, John, Kim, Sharon, James, Robert, Denise, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go down there and steal them from him. I'm gonna have a covert operation here.
I heard nothing. I hear nothing.
Nope, nope, nope.
I am a.
Did somebody say
serious race
something?
fan, I really
No.
All right. I didn't think I heard anything.
No, you
No.
didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Anything about what?
What do you mean? Did somebody say something?
Nope.
Okay.
nope,
I,
just
thi- I-
checking.
I think we were just wrapping up the meeting, right? Right?
That's
Peter?
right.
Yes, we
I
are
do, I
wrapping
do
it
have one
up.
question.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Go ahead.
This is kind of off, but I've had, since I've got a couple of cities, I've had the TV and I had it a couple of months back. I've tried it, but I haven't used it in a long time. And I was going to try it the other day and I'm like, I don't even know how to access it now. I mean, I've got
It's
access
not right
to it.
now. It's not going right now.
It's kaput.
It's gonna be supposed to be coming back in November.
Yep.
From personal
Ah.
experience, I did the same thing. I just tried to get ESPN because the Alabama-Tennessee game was on ESPN, and I don't have ESPN, and I tried to get on my thing, and of course it wouldn't go. Stacy said, "We haven't had TV since April."
Exactly.
So, just shows you how long it's been since I tried to access mine. But
Yeah, is
no,
that Blend? Is that the Blend TV app that
Yeah.
we use?
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be coming back in November.
App.blendtv.net.
That's what she has heard. Heard.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is, I don't know what's going on with that right now, and no one knows. So we're just gonna hold fire with all that stuff at this point.
Should we leave
and-
our page out there then? If we've got a page advertising, get paid to watch TV, but if people go there and they click on it and it doesn't work, that sort of gives us a black eye.
I
Yeah, so
take,
advertise chat.
I would put
Well,
put the
chat's on there too, but I mean, should we maybe
coming
draft
soon.
that page for now so that people aren't accessing it and then trying to figure out why it doesn't work?
I would put in parentheses coming soon. Leave the
That's a
page
good point.
there.
Yeah.
remove the links, remove the links.
Or remove the links and just put coming soon for the get paid to watch TV. Leave the page alone. Other than remove the links, but don't draft the page. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's information. It's good
Absolutely.
information and it's awesome. Remove the links, coming soon. That's kind of one thing I really wanted to talk about is, yes, remove the links, leave it there. Information coming soon. We're good. Google loves it.
Okay.
And push chat because that is working.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
That is working. I have.
Well, Robert really wants his.
He does. He's got his
Wow,
address
we
in
got all
there.
his info
Whoa.
now.
Look at that happy face.
I
He's
love
first.
it. I love it.
I think he
love
wants a shirt.
I
Kathy, you
think-
just call me, woman. I'll get you my address. Just call me.
Yeah.
Wait till you see what you get from me.
Worst case, it's on Trello. Okay.
If she's got to look us up on Trello, then I don't think we deserve to have it.
Just saying.
Right?
Okay.
She's sending us a T-shirt. We ought to at least get her our addresses.
Yeah, that's
hey,
true. Don't
hey,
I
make
was
it work
gonna
any
Skype
harder.
mine to her.
You
Yeah,
still
no,
are because if anybody tries to look us up by Trello, they only find like 5 different cards. Okay.
My address is,
no, I
I've
was
been at the
just gonna
same
type
address
her
for
mine.
10 years, so it's the same on every one of them.
This is the same we have to do on our websites, make it easy for people to buy. No
Exactly.
excuses.
Exactly.
Exactly. I love that.
That's
Robert.
right,
said, "I want
Robert.
My shirt. I don't want you to have no
Amen.
excuse.
I love it. I love
I
it.
like it, Robert.
Now we just gotta make sure the Braves win.
Do the child.
Sharon can put it in
I'm-
Skype for us.
No, you can.
All
You're
right, we
closer.
got 2 minutes.
All right.
minutes.
Love y'all.
Rita.
I'm
Love
leaving.
you,
Bye.
Mina.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Peace
Bye,
out.
guys.
everyone.
Peace out.